Hello everybody, Hunter back with some more Zenless Zone Zero. We continuing from yesterday's video where we've been going down memory lane with Hugo. He's currently battling his inner demons. I think we're getting close to the end of this surely, because yesterday went on much longer than I thought it was. Okay, let's talk to Lycaon. Why did you break our oath? Why did you use me? My eye and these legs, they were all your fault. You know, you are exactly like your father.
I don't want to hear something like that from you.
Put this on it.
You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow, an easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make, and you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycaon. You're
The inner demon.
the other me.
Yeah.
Hidden deep within my heart.
Hugo takes a deep breath and slowly opens his eyes. Lycaon is gone, and in his place is that familiar figure. Without a doubt, he is still within an illusion.
I've been waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycaon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against what he said, because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one, with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated, and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. save more lives than the evil ones you take.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can.
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it?
It is funny seeing a bang boot with an angry face like this.
Or are you going to follow Lycaon and Jack's twisted logic? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them?
I didn't mean to do that. Let's put this back on auto so I don't accidentally skip anything. There we go. Pressed X a tad too early.
You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions, and betrayal that comes all too easily. But the most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companions' understanding and trust. Idiot. That's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them. And I don't need to be.
Feels like he's just repeating himself at this point. You're not gonna draw him in.
We can wield.
He's too strong-willed. Listen, come on, dude.
But you are me.
Exactly.
And I'll never lose to myself.
Exactly. I felt like he was just repeating dialogue from yesterday, didn't I? He's not gonna give in. Ooh, cutscene. So this is some sort of internal struggle, maybe? Wait, are we actually gonna fight ourselves? Cool. Looks like, okay, so when special attack or ultimate hits a stunned enemy, this, okay, tolerance effect trigger, based on number of enemy. After triggering totalize, the enemy will immediately recover from stun, okay, so that's your thing.
Think about all the injustice you're suffering.
Damn, dude. You fast.
You choose to forgive. You're betraying yourself. You know that.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
You are just special charged up.
Give up.
You got 2 slashes. Okay.
You're just afraid to admit it.
Nice.
Out of my way! I have you now!
Come on, come on, come on.
Are you trying to kill me? You think you can just get rid of me? Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you.
Okay.
Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
So I go approach him.
Fancy words
About
won't
to
change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen, when it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore.
Letting in the inner demon, huh?
Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
I think that dialogue was meant to go on during the fight. I finished a bit too early. Finally, it's time to meet up with Lycaon.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise from me, my dearest partner.
Internal struggle over with. He wins. I should now catch up to the point we were at the manor, right? No, it's
This
still early on.
is
Let's get rid of
just
that
like
side
what I
menu.
saw in
Yeah.
my dream. Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
Oh, Lycaon falls silent for a moment and eventually hands over a coin. No, looking at the packaging, it's not a coin but a familiar chocolate.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death.
Hugo takes the coin. After a moment of silence, he eventually eats it.
Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? Were you expecting anything else? But... I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past.
Yes, a very long dream. 2 hours, in fact.
If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
Oh, you mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone? I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble for those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird.
Hugo stares out at the ocean. A gentle breeze lifts his golden locks. The sunlight glances off both his eyes.
All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltus fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycaon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Should be catching up to about the time where we called Lycaon for assistance now.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't slow me down.
Before that, don't you have something to tell me? What do you mean? Don't play coy with me. I know you're not spilling your whole plan. So, you kicked things off by approaching Edmund from Tops, big shot. How do you manage to sweet talk him? I am a bit of an illegitimate child, but I still have that Ravenlock family blood running through my veins. Funny enough, this Lord Edmund thinks direct lineage is a way more noble than the side branches, which is absolutely laughable. So I played his arrogance to my advantage. And let's be real, I had some juicy intel to swap with those high rollers, but that's Mockingbird's secret, so I can't let any outsiders in on it. Was the sacrifice call from the mayor's lab your handiwork too? You could say that. The security there is no joke, so I had to leverage Tops for some extra intel. After all, as you know, they've got plenty of moles planted next to your mayor. And it was you who threw the sacrifice core up for auction to lure in the Exaltists. You knew they'd be all over it. Yep, I embedded the sacrifice core right into the robe of heroes. They actually match pretty nicely, don't you think? Classic you. I heard after the auction they found a stash of counterfeit Dennies. Feel free to take wild guesses, but honestly I think those Dennies would rather be out in the wild than sitting in those hoity-toity accounts. Then you found Hartman and talked to him into a partnership, getting your hands on more intel on the sacrifice and the Exaltist. After that, you shot that crime warning letter to the mayor, giving the city a legit reason to spring into action. Yep, that was spot on. Look at you, real genius over here. In the end, you faked your own death to pull something out of the mess, and you used the whole show to redirect everyone's attention to Hartman and the Ravenlocks, keeping the Exaltists on their toes. Hold on a sec. Is that all it is? Why did you let Hartman slip you the drug? I mean, you'd have a way to dodge that kind of thing. Lycaon, I've got something I've been keeping under wraps. Actually, I've teamed up with your beloved mayor. What? When it comes to stopping the Exaltists, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so we can totally collaborate. What? you should be wondering is why he didn't clue you in on this. The mayor must have his own reasons. If you can convince yourself of that, more power to you. Just know, if you ever want to swing back to Mockingbird, you can come beg me. I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. Alright, enough chit-chat. We've got bigger things to deal with. It's gonna lead back to the manor now? Nope. Okay, so we're in the hollow.
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock
So
family,
he doesn't have a
too.
charge attack. He does have that. Alright.
I know where they are. Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
Alright, I get him. You untie the workers. Thank goodness someone's here to save us. Thank you. You're welcome. So, could you tell us what those Ravenlocks did to you before they ran off? They're a bunch of liars. They tricked us into this hollow. They said they had a job with high pay for us, but they kept avoiding the topic after we got here. Something didn't seem right, so I wanted to leave. But then they showed their true colors. They tied us up and told us they were gonna ship us off somewhere. They didn't make you take any weird medicine, did they? Medicine? No, but it wasn't just us they tricked. Another group went that way. I see. Here, take this carrot. There's an exit nearby. You should be able to get out of here as soon as possible. I can't thank you enough. Let's go, Hugo. We must save the rest of them. You sure are eager. So if you don't know what a carrot is, everybody, is basically a key to escape the hollow. Just in case you think he's an actual carrot.
What? Can't handle it?
Bunch of nobodies. Plain as hell. Kill them!
You're welcome to try.
Damn. Now that I'm used to his combos, I really like him.
More workers here. And
You untie the workers. Who are you? Your saviors. Thank you, thank you. I had a bad feeling about that group from the start. I should have ignored my gut instinct. Did those Ravenlocks do anything to you? Do anything? Well, we weren't doing as we were told, so they tied us up. Nothing else. Good. Alright, there was another batch of workers ahead of us. They should be on the roof. Don't worry, I'll handle it. You should get out here as soon as you can. Let's continue.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
of course, he threw them into the Hollow like offerings for the Exaltists.
Alright.
There's more over there. Let's hurry.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
The compensation you promised, it's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the Hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. Sounds real suspicious.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious, why were you so eager to sign up for it?
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the Hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption. The treatment costs have completely drained our family's savings. So that's why...
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it. No matter how suspicious. As long as I can get paid, I'll do anything. Even risk my life.
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family. You're part of a big company in Tops. You wouldn't go back on your word, right?
Don't worry, you'll get every Denny you were promised. But before we start, you all need to take this medicine first.
Ah, they do have it. The fierce man pulls out a bunch of white pills and gives one to each worker. Another Ravenlock family member seems a bit doubtful and leans in to whisper.
Bro, should we really be doing this already?
These workers keep talking. We're wasting time like this. And the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over. Consider it an early release for them.
What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills before.
Look, this is good stuff, alright? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this.
Exactly! You'll be working in the Hollow for several hours. This is essential medication. You have to take it before we continue. If you refuse, then you can forget about the job. Of course, you won't receive the compensation either.
Lycaon, what are you doing?
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills. We can't let them take them.
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to ensure the plan works.
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your goal.
So that's how you see it.
If that's not what you want me to think, then explain everything to me.
All right. It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine. Of course, it's your choice to trust me or not. But if you try to rush in, I will stop you.
I trust you.
Meanwhile, the workers have also made their decision, except for the talkative worker. Most of them already swallowed the pills. That's when the arrogant Ravenlock family member finally reveals his true nature, saying, "You think I'd let you run?" while forcibly shoving the pill into the worker's mouth. After clearly capturing everything, Hugo lets out a sigh of relief.
All right. That's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them into the ground as much as you want.
Don't forget, you owe me an explanation.
Alright?
Also, don't overdo it and kill them. Even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycaon. Those were...
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
We're the ones here to stop you.
Your legs? How are they? To be
Damn
honest,
cool. Lycaon's
I
actually
think I
fighting
prefer
by
the way
himself.
you
You're gonna
used
have
to
to control
fight.
him. That's awesome.
You had a lot more aggression.
The two defeat the Ravenlock family members. Yeah?
God damn it! Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can, for it will soon cease to exist.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? I saw the compassion on your face just now. You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks. But in reality, there's no need for you to keep playing this boring game for them.
I don't have a choice. From the moment I was born into the Ravenlock family,
You always have a choice, if you're willing to act. All right, let's end the small talk here.
Hugo delivers a swift chop to the back of the necks of the Ravenlock family members.
Don't worry, Lycaon. I didn't hit them too hard, just enough to keep them quiet.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always, a certain someone should take some lessons from you. I'll leave the rest to you then.
Okie dokie.
Huh, she's working for him. Didn't know that. The workers carry the Ravenlock family members away. Now only Lycaon and Hugo remain.
Okay, Now can you tell me exactly what's going on here?
As you can see, that worker just now was actually an informant of mine. The pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets. Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance Hartman has. But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before, we should have results soon.
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug, besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote, correct?
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes I wonder if you know me at all.
Then, I have one last question. Why did you never tell me any of this back then?
The truth is, I heard everything. That entire conversation between you and Jack. Before he passed away in that small attic. When Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path.
That's right.
You never said anything.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or get on my knees and beg for you to trust me? You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then, even I was confused about myself.
Jack, he...
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. We should get going. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location.
After leaving the hollow, the two arrive at a place of nice scenery.
Lycaon, that incident back then, I didn't do it. It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I only discovered the truth long after the fact. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him. And even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. They're beneath me. And I have more important things to do.
You...
I know we may never agree on that point, Lycaon. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became. So I could only accept that crazed, hateful, and malicious side of myself. As long as I know I will never become like my father, like Hartman, that is enough for me.
You've changed. But I think that might be a good thing.
Don't patronize me. You've changed a lot too, compared to before. I still disagree with Jack's words. And I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right. Even if I must tread over thorns and through the mud. But I will also allow you to walk your own path. Lycaon.
Should I say thank you?
You're welcome. Come to think of it, we haven't talked about your legs and eye.
It was just an accident. Not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you. I used to think you wanted power, that everything you did was for your own ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world like a god.
I am a god. I am my own god. Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. But there are also many choices we can make, just as I said before. I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
I'm glad you think that way.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do, to witness the end of Ravenlock.
Alright. We're all caught up now, it seems. The timelines are all in the right order. Eh? As Hugo recounts the process of gathering evidence, Hartman, unable to listen any longer, slams the table in anger.
You really think you can take my
all caught
place
up.
if I die? Never, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
On behalf of TOPS, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. TOPS is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have no further affiliation with them.
Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
Thief? Oh, Uncle. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime.
This is cool.
I'm the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you, Uncle.
You leave the Ravenlock manor on Hugo's speedboat. After reaching Port Elpis, you all wait for Lycaon to arrive.
You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too, and I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish, so I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions. In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions? Lycaon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Wise, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
With Lycaon's assistance, you successfully leave the Ravenlock family manor and return to the video store.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
So you knew about everything.
Did you know about Hugo's plan to fake his death and everything that's been happening, Lycaon?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
You guys are really close.
You two sure are, close.
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
We have no idea where the real core is.
Putting aside the sacrifice for now, Hartman's sacrifice core is fake. We don't know where the real one disappeared to.
The real core has always been here.
Here? In Lord Phaethon's video store?
I wonder if he's talking about Fairy. We're finally going to figure out what she is.
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible
Oh,
to our
never
dear
mind.
proxy?
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look?
After finding the pendant sent by Vivian, Hugo takes it and gently presses a hidden clasp. The pendant clicks open with, from the middle inside is the sacrifice core. There we go, there it is. I'll take
your surprised expressions as a compliment for my little trick.
I forgot all about that thing.
I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed. Since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead, I won't go back on my promises.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
We don't need to worry about the sacrifice core now.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something.
Alright. What's wrong, Lycaon? Weren't you in a rush to get back and rest? You act like you're gonna turn into a werewolf after midnight this week. I wonder if that actually happens. How are you feeling now? Relax, I'm not kicking the bucket just yet. But you look a bit more run down than before. Just getting over something nasty, that's all. Risking your neck like that wasn't exactly smart. Maybe you should have... Lycaon, remember what I said back when I faked my death? For a permanent and absolute victory, we must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh and preserve through the darkest hour before dawn. Not wrong, sure, but it was arrogant enough. Instead of playing God and picking who lives or dies, I'd rather just do what I can do. Because at the end of the day, a person can only shape their own destiny, nothing more. You've really come a long way. Well, I appreciate that compliment. Hugo, you've got a lot of explaining to do. No more secrets. I will lay it all out, I promise. After a little chat, Lycaon, Hugo and Vivian say their goodbye and take off. Back in your room, you drift off to a deep, nice sleep. Wise, Hugo sent a message earlier. There's a new progress on the sacrifice situation. They found a large batch of unused sacrifice serum. He wants us to be their guide. He, Vivian and Lycaon will be heading into the Hollow with us to destroy the serum. And I'll use the HDD system this time to head in with you. Ooh, cool. When you're ready, just give me a shout, Wise. Remember to bring Eos with you. I'm ready. I'm doing this. Let's do this. Hey. Dear managers, you're here. Having 2 Lord Faithfuls leading the way for me must be the luckiest person alive. We'll be counting on you two, as according to my intel, this is quite the large batch of serum. My guess is that Dina wouldn't put all the serum in one place, so we may need to split up. Just to be safe, we'll be counting on both of you two to guide us. Once you're both ready, let's head into the hollow. Let's go. Wonder if there's going to be any of those minigame puzzle things. We'll see. Gonna get a cutscene maybe? It's loading in something. Oh, playing as Vivian. Yes, I do like her umbrella attacks. I'm flying. Well, more floating.
Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby. I did some digging.
Ow.
Some of the missing workers were brought here too.
What? Ken, don't get hit.
Dina's getting ready to make her move.
There we go. Get these combos going.
That yes.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
Here, anything to collect before we move on? It's got a pathway up here. No? Nothing. Okay, I'll move on. Nothing.
They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
So wild.
We need to take care of the guards first. Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
Nice. Got some health by you to collect. Anything else? Nope. Must be this. Can I interact with it by ear? No. Do I just press square? I just press square.
You're not taking anything.
Destroy it.
Hugo, get the guards first.
Cool. Combos you can do with these three are amazing.
You just stepped into your own grave!
Scram before I get
Poor guy.
A boring opponent.
Don't look strong.
I'll take you.
Take this, dude.
Notice me.
I've seen this yet, I don't think.
Prepare to kneel before me. Let the party begin.
Damn, I've just finished him off, okay.
More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan.
There is likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing people. Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making plans to deal with us on their side.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that.
How about splitting up?
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycaon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But be careful if you encounter Dina and her people. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try? Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use EOS to guide us.
Sure. I've been feeling way better these past few days, so just leave it to me.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have 2 Lord Faithins.
Yeah, but I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Wise and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation. He's a very generous person, after all. Right, Lycaon?
I will request additional compensation from the mayor.
It's not about compensation. It's just... I'm still not used to us being separated in the Hollow, so I'm worried about Wise's safety. Oh, but I have no doubt in your abilities. I just haven't gotten used to it yet.
As they talk, Vivian stands behind them and suddenly sheds tears as she gazes at one of them. She turns and quickly approaches the area where Landon's serum is stored. Vivian recalls the tears she shed while looking at Faithon and the destiny she saw then. Oh, me with wings. Please show it again.
This is the future I saw.
Me with wings. And Vivian like got her hand up. I can't wait until we get this ability.
Lord Pathan.
Vivian closes her eyes as if making a decision, then grabs a vial of Landon's serum. It's a tragedy, isn't it, Medal? Then that's the misfortune fall upon me.
I'm sorry. This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass.
Well, with me wings, I want the wings.
I don't want to bring you misfortune.
It's not misfortune, it's cool.
I wish for.
I want to fly. Alright, let's continue then.
Leave this to me, Lord Pathan. You better not get my trust.
Damn. Stand there posing.
Ethan, there might be more serum here.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina!
I'll try to go easy on you. No promises.
Poor guy, he's just trapped against this wall. Got the health. Nothing else back here, right?
Don't touch me. There are containers by the fissure.
Nothing back here, okay. By the fissure.
There's got to be something inside. Let's try opening them.
We don't want the money anymore. Please let us go. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Just end my pain, please. We're here to save you. Are there any other captives? They were, but they all turned into ethereals. So many ethereals. They're all dead. Please just let us go. Go. That girl never intended to let us live. My friends will get you out. We'll deal with this. Don't be afraid. You'll get out of this hollow alive. We promise. Really? Oh, thank goodness. Be careful. So many people were brought in with us. They're all ethereals now. Really, really scary ethereals. I can't even imagine what she's planning to do with such a massive horde of ethereals. People will die. Everyone will be killed by those ethereals. Alright, I believe they're ethereals. Hush, say no more. My friends will get you out. Leave the rest to us. And don't forget, there's lots of ethereals. After contacting Hugo and Lycaon, they quickly arrive. You eventually decide to have them first take the civilians to a safe place, while Vivian and you continue to search for an overlooked serum of victims. Shortly after they leave, a familiar voice comes.
It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you. Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options. They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away? There will always be people consumed by greed. And therefore, they will come willingly to me. In any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition? Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them, just like Landon did back then. Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows. Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered you, too. Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted. It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel when that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness? That was the first time you felt hope. Like your existence had a purpose, right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope. And you, what have you done? You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration, only to destroy everything. Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people will live better lives? Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on as walking corpses, without the hope Father gave them. Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian? In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope. Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Dina. You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifices. Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it. Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel. No. Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina? Don't look at me with such pity! Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. That's everyone's only hope. Dina, it's not too late to stop. Stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That will cause more despair and claim more lives. That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal. No one deserves to be a sacrifice. Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me. I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Gonna unleash ethereals on us?
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies.
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. He gives you hope, and I destroyed that hope with my own hands. I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives, and I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So, please, stop.
Camille, are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
The point of no return? I passed that point ages ago.
No, Dina. You can still turn back. I'll be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and teacher. Someone who will look after her and educate her.
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't leave me. I command you! You've always followed my orders, and you will follow them now!
This is not a route I thought the story was gonna go.
It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you, and make many beautiful memories.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Camille resolutely walks towards the fissure as Dina stares after her disappearing figure. After a moment, she also walks forward. Vivian is about to stop her, but Dina uses the controls to open a container door, ethereal surge out, blocking the path.
Take out these ethereals first. We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste. Don't touch me. Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaethon.
Get inside that hollow. There you go. Inside the portal we go. What's inside this rift? Damn.
Are you satisfied now, Vivian?
She's blaming us.
You were the one who brought yourself to this point. You're saying this is all my fault. Losing my father, losing Camille. I wish you had never come into my life. At first, when Father brought you home, I was happy. There are so many Exaltists, yet Father never allowed me to get too close with any of them. I never had any friends either. But when Father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you, that you were my first friend. I was also so happy the first time you took my place in helping Father select a person to receive the blessing, because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me, but soon I grew jealous. You took the attention that should have belonged to me. You even took Father's love from me. It's only because of my ability that Landon... I know, but... Vivian, jealousy is something you cannot control. Of course. The same goes for fear and hatred. I was terrified that one day you would look at me and shed tears. I knew if that day ever came, Father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me. And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death. Tina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so... why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier, maybe I could have found a way.
Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you, no? It proves I had Father's trust. I was more useful to him. Vivian, you said you wandered without a home ever since you were young, hated by anyone you encountered. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help Father when you were among the Exaltists. But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt. Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father. I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help Father select who was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father and the Exaltists. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have, and have ever had. In the end, you took even that from me.
and completely destroyed it. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world. But have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world? I never wanted to hurt you. You were also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then. Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more painful than death.
Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on. Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu. This time, I'll take care of you. I've also met so many amazing people. I'm sure they'll love you too. Okay, Dina?
Vivian, I can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive you. I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me, well, I refuse to be so pitiful. I won't apologize, Vivian.
Dina closes her eyes and injects a vial of the serum into her own arm. Soon, ether crystals appear on her body, a sign of corruption.
I don't want to hate myself, so I can only hate you for killing my father, and hate Camille for leaving me.
One dark story.
That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to feel regret. I won't.
Alright. So,
Vivian,
this is what she's
I will
becoming?
keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you.
Damn.
I will also hate Camille. So I won't do as she wished and start a new life. Vivian,
She looks like one funky flower.
if you had never existed, if I had never, you would be...
Vivian's not even facing her. She got her back turned to her.
Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere. She was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell.
Gonna kill her. What's her final form look like? Oh my god. This is so cool.
Dina, soon the pain will be over. Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer!
Whoa! Laser tits. This is wild. More laser tits.
Vivian, behind you!
What happened?
must be another way.
It's so warm, and the night is beautiful.
Vivian?
I don't believe this. What is happening?
No. It can't end like this.
What? Oh my god, they're actually got me tearing up for a bit, and then I go and do something like that. It feels as if you had a long dream where you saw your teacher again with a familiar smile, but soon the environment and your teacher both dissolve in the water, like behind a misty curtain, blurring, then vanishing.
Wise. Wise! Wise, you're finally awake.
Huh?
I'm at the store? I remember I was with Vivian. Wait, she injected herself with Landon's serum. Is she okay?
Hugo and Lycaon brought you out of the hollow. You scared me to death. Thank goodness you woke up. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, bar a couple of scratches. Hugo sent me a message earlier saying he got her checked over and she was alright.
Thank God.
Do you remember what happened?
Yeah, my eyes lit up, my back blew out, and we cleansed her. We're in dire straits.
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. I can't describe exactly what happened. I saw something blurry, but I just wanted to stop Vivian's corruption process. I don't know exactly what I did, but then I lost consciousness.
We are the cure for the
that?
ethereals, apparently.
When I let Hugo and Lycaon there, it was just you and Vivian lying there on the ground. We couldn't wake either of you.
Yeah, so apparently Wise has the ability to turn ethereals back into humans.
Let's put that aside for now. Do you feel any discomfort, Wise?
Just a bit dizzy.
I'm a bit dizzy, but otherwise, I'm fine. Don't worry.
Phew, that's good. You should rest for tonight. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we can discuss the details then.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry for worrying you, Belle. Good night.
This time, there are no strange sounds or sights in your dream, and you sleep peacefully throughout the night. Shortly after you wake, Vivian, Hugo, and Lycaon arrive at the video store.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Vivian?
I was just so worried. Sorry.
So was I.
Anyway, Lord Phaethon.
Still shaking.
I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
It's not your fault.
Things were dire, and you did what you had to. Plus, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here now.
So what happened? Wise said he saw the crystallization process start, but I didn't see anything through EOS. Hugo? Lycaon? Did either of you guys see it?
Allow me to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequelae. But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede. Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
My etheric energy?
I'm having a hard time believing that, even if it's coming from you, Lycaon. It's Almost like you're claiming I can manipulate etheric energy.
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
This was to do with our teacher.
A gift from our teacher? How come I never knew about it?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions. She will visit you sometime soon.
Cool.
So please feel free to ask her.
So
any
that's going to
questions
be
you may
next
have.
month's story, right?
She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience...
Alright. Can I file a complaint?
Can I file a complaint about her with you if she does?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
This month's story's been amazing, and it's covered so many different characters' backgrounds. Now I'm even more worried.
The way you said that just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once. There is no time limit on this favor.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Oh.
That's good.
Well, can I request Lord Phaethan's?
The mayor imagined, you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately. But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
Stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethan! Probably. At least not today.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
Cool. Hugo and Lycaon are still bickering, and Vivian sits to one side, eager and aspiratory. As always, you can smell the aroma of noodles from the neighbouring noodle shop and hear snippets of Elfie's music from the store. Thank goodness time goes on, but there will always be friends by your side. After eating, Hugo, Lycaon and Vivian take the leave. Wise, are you feeling alright? What Lycaon said about controlling ether particles, he said it was a gift from our teacher. I keep thinking about it. I feel like something insane is going to happen. Yeah, I'm going to grow wings. No, I can't think about this right now. You only have just recovered, Wise. You should get some rest. We can talk about this later. Head upstairs to rest. Let's see. I have no mission left, huh? Oh wait, I've got a marker. Take a break. Okay. Where is my bedroom? I'm stuck. Thinking back on it, a sure lot has happened recently. But can I really control etheric energy? This is a gift from our teacher that left for us. Then doesn't that prove that her research was focused on mitigating the damage that the Hollows have on humanity? Perhaps this can serve as evidence that she was innocent. But I don't feel anything yet. It doesn't feel like I have any special powers. Your thoughts are jumbled together in your mind, and you feel heavier and heavier. You drift off without noticing it. Got so many thoughts going on in my mind. Oh, I believe this is saying that we've completed this month's story, and there's our chapter rewards. Claim. New Eridu continues to coexist with sacrifices, and neither daily life nor hidden crisis ever sees. New stories and distant horizons are surely exciting, but one should also cherish each passing day, present or past. One day they'll become memories worth holding on to. Take a break, then talk to Belle next, which is downstairs, right? I believe he's just going to tell us to go and continue on as normal now. Why someone's calling herself Yoxon is here for you? She's dressed like one of those matters of mystic arts of those movies. Do you know her? She saved me in the Hollow. I do. She saved me and Vivian when we encountered some ethereals in the Hollows once. Well, do you remember what Mayor said before? That he'd bring in a Void Hunter ranked special investigator to help us adjust to our ether aptitude. Yoxon is the investigator. I see. No wonder she has such a unique presence. According to her, we have a good Feng Shui and 6th Street geometry blessed, and a good place to live on. That makes sense. Yeah, really? Of course, she looks so serious. It didn't sound like just empty flattery. You weren't here when she came in earlier. I asked if she wanted to stay and wait, but she said she wanted to take a look around and you could talk to her once we're free. If you have time now, you should go find her, Wise. Alright, right everybody. I am going to end the video here for now. We'll continue on from here in the next part. As for tomorrow, I'm going to be jumping into Metaphor ReFantazio because I'm getting like pretty close to the end of that game now. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to the fight with Louise. Yeah, looking forward to that tomorrow, and then the next day I want to jump into our Expedition 33 game, and then we'll jump back and see what's going to continue on with this. So yeah, bye everybody, thanks for dropping in, hope you enjoyed, and take care. Bye!